The official start of hurricane season is right around the corner. Eastern Pacific hurricane season, that kicks off on Thursday already, if you can believe it. Daily outlooks for the Atlantic also begin then, with the official start over on the Atlantic side happening June the 1st. That's now less than 3 weeks away. Florida will be keeping a close eye on the tropics, especially after tying a hurricane landfall record last year with 3 storms. Debbie struck in August, followed by Helene, that was in late September, and Milton, of course, in early October. 2 brutal storms that came back to back. To talk more about the season ahead, we're joined now by Matt Anderson. He's the acting MIC, meteorologist in charge at the National Weather Service office out of Tampa Bay. Matt, great to have you with us here on Fox Weather. I'm a former Tampa Bay guy myself. I've got some buddies still rebuilding after last year, and now we're talking about another season fast approaching. What stands out most to you as we move into the new season?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. What stands out to me is just the active season that we saw last year, just a historic season in 2024. The one thing that really stands out to me is, like you mentioned, I can't believe that it's already here. We're already just a couple of weeks away from the 2025 hurricane season starting. So we've been preparing, we've been going out, getting folks ready, just spreading that message of hurricane preparedness as we approach the upcoming hurricane season.
Yeah, you used the word message, and I wanted to ask you most about messaging. It's our primary job for both of us as we move into situations like this. I was on St. Pete Beach during Hurricane Helene, and I lived down there. I worked in Tampa, and I was there for Irma, and I think for most folks that was the storm of reference. But we were talking about some of these surge numbers that were going to be possible with Helene, and then watching the beach disappear. It was a terrifying thing to watch, and we know that both of those storms, while devastating, neither of those were worst-case scenarios for that region, which is so vulnerable to some of these tropical hazards. So as we move into this season, if there's any good that came from last year, do you feel like it'll be easier to get that message across for the Weather Service?
Yeah, I think we learned a lot from Helene with it passing well offshore, like you mentioned, historic surge that we haven't seen in the Tampa Bay region since the 1921 storm. So, nothing in anyone's lifetime that they can remember with the surge that we saw with Helene. And then we had Milton that came just a couple weeks later, like you mentioned. Because people saw the devastating impacts from Helene, it seemed as though people were more willing to evacuate for Milton. So we had lots of folks that evacuate for Milton, and we learned a lot with Milton as well because it was a direct impact. We saw the tornado outbreak, not here in the Tampa region, but along the east coast of Florida and down towards southwest Florida. Just the tornadoes that we saw were with Milton, 10 tornadoes that were EF2 plus. So that's just an incredible outbreak with a hurricane or tropical storm that we really haven't seen. So a lot that we learned last year just from the different impacts and things like that. So I think folks here along the west coast of Florida are definitely taking the upcoming hurricane season seriously.
Yes, super intense, as you said, with the tornadoes, and so far displaced from the core, indicating that we've got so many hazards both in and outside of the cone. And that was a change last year. I wanted to get your thoughts on that before we let you go. Seeing some of those inland alerts on there with the new cone, which will be used again this year, still technically in a trial phase. Did you feel like that was a step in the right direction last season?
Yes, absolutely. And like you mentioned, still experimental, but it does show where those impacts extend to. So we tell folks to don't focus in on just the cone, because that just is a statistical representation of where the center of the storm tracks 2/3 of the time. It tells us nothing about impacts and what you should be doing to prepare for the storm.
Yeah, I thought it was excellent.
It gives you a better idea when you see those inland. Yes.
Yeah, it was de-emphasizing.
So it gives you a better idea of where those impacts are.
Yes, yeah, de-emphasizing the cone itself, which people have a tendency to stare at, and rightfully so, and it just emphasized the hazards that those people will be facing. And what you do, especially in a metro area that is so vulnerable to some of these problems, these hazards from tropical systems. It's a very important gig, and hopefully we don't have to have a discussion moving through the season as we could handle a quiet one. But we appreciate you taking the time. That's Matt Anderson, the acting meteorologist in charge at the National Weather Service office in Tampa Bay. Thanks for being here on Fox Weather.